Hey, welcome back to my channel. Every Wednesday, I do a video on Seint, either application or products or some kind of fun look or eye look. And this week, I'm going to be discussing new products that are releasing this week. We are the Look Good Close-Up Club here. If you want to subscribe and engage with the community, you can be a member of the Look Good Close-Up Club. It just means subscribing and showing up. That's it. We're happy to have you, and I'm glad you're here. It's not lost on me that there is a lot of suffering in the world right now with everything that is going on in the Middle East, the Ukraine, Russia, even right here in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. I have family and friends throughout Western North Carolina. It's bad despite what you might be hearing online. It's a lot worse than you'd think. And now we have Milton. And by the time you watch this, Milton will just about be hitting Florida. And so I can't stand that I have to show up and talk about beauty during a time where people are fighting for their life. They're losing everything. This feels icky and inauthentic to me. But I have to show my customers what's coming out. I have to introduce things. I have to discuss things. And if I stop showing up, I don't have income coming in November and December. So it's like with any job, you might not feel like going to work. You might be really down and you have to go anyway because it's work. That's why it's called work. And so that is why I'm here today. I just want you to know it's really hard for me to talk about beauty at a time like this because nobody needs anything. Okay, I'm going to say that right now. Nobody needs anything unless you do, unless you're really no, Michelle, I'm really on my last drop of concealer. By all means, buy what you need. But we have been such an economy and society of excess. And it really started in the 2020 quarantine, when we were all home and we were forced to be online, and TikTok changed my life. And now it's not a fun place anymore. I'm so thankful for YouTube because this is where my real tribe is, people who really want education. But we started, it was the rise of the influencer, right? They existed, but they were the young, pretty girls. And suddenly anyone could be an influencer. And in fact, on TikTok, the more authentic and real you were, the better you did. And that's why I grew so fast, because I'd show up looking like this. I wasn't trying to be anyone special. And now it's just turned into Home Shopping Network, which, I like Home Shopping Network. I like QVC. Not mad about it, but it's now not a place where we can actually create content and teach, because I used to get, 50,000 views on a video easily, 100,000, 150,000 easily. And now I'm getting 700 views, 800 views. And it's just not fun showing up there anymore. But I am very committed to YouTube, and I am very committed to Instagram and Facebook, and I am working on my masterclass. More to come on that. Okay. We have some new things coming out, and I want to show you what they are. First of all, let's talk about, I'm going to put on a little makeup today. That's why I have nothing on. We have two sprays coming out. We have the Fixate setting spray, which, our setting spray used to kind of look like this. This is the brush cleaner, but it came in a bottle like this. I liked the scent, but it was it accosted you when you sprayed it. It was like a stream, and it wasn't like a beautiful mist like a Charlotte Tilbury, or even I love Cali Ray. A lot of you know I love Cali Ray because look at that. Do you see how it goes out? It gets bigger. And it's really a fine mist. This is a clean beauty brand, by the way, Surf Proof Cali Ray. I love this. Same with Charlotte Tilbury. It comes out as a spray, a mist, right? Well, our setting spray didn't. And so when they released the new one, I was so excited, except guess what? It still doesn't spray. And look at that. It comes out fast and hard and streamlined. So I like it, but you have to be really far away from it, or you can always spray it onto a blender. And that's what a lot of the Seint artists were doing on stage. They would just spray it here and tap it on. But for me, that almost like, then why have a spray? You know, then why a spray if you're going to have to do the spray is supposed to like almost airbrush it on your face and lock it all in. And this is not the same. So I don't know. It's a great formula. I'm going to use it today for you. But the one I'm more excited about is the Plush Prep Mist, okay? This is caffeine infused, so it's great on the skin before makeup. It can set, it can prime your face, so ditch your primers and try this. And it has hyaluronic acid, glycerin for moisture, and it has botanicals, okay? It's really nice, and it does actually, it's more of a mist, okay? So I'm gonna do this right now. Okay, I just have my brows on, I have nothing else. And you could even go around the pores where makeup tends to not want to stay on, and you could go a little heavier around the pores. It feels so good. It feels so good. It's not like a menthol or anything, but it feels very cooling. I really like it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put on a little bit of the tiniest bit of foundation while we talk, okay? Let's talk about Demi while I'm putting my face on real quick, because I'm pretty darn upset about it. So the whole reason I even came to Seint was for Demi. This is the whole reason I came to Seint. I didn't care about the makeup. I wanted the Demi. I became an artist so I could have this palette. There was no other way to get this palette. So I'm like, all right, I'll become an artist. I wasn't planning on selling it. I bought this for my pro kit. Okay, then I fell in love with Demi. The more I used it, I'm like, wow. Fell in love with Demi. This is my own personal little palette. Fell in love with it. Took it to YouTube, and everyone went crazy for it, okay? So you know that one of my favorite colors is NR1. NR1 is this like light taupe that there's nothing like it. And when you put it on, it just disappears. But why does it work? Because anywhere where you have a dent and a puffy, it somehow lightens the dent, but deepens the puffy, so it kind of evens the under eye to look smooth. That's why I call it the magic color, because it lightens and darkens at the same time. And I turned so many of you onto it, and you fell in love with it like me, and now it's gone. We woke up one day. Yes, we knew that Seint was slowly weeding out some colors. Yes, we knew certain shades had a discounted price and it was not available for returns. But I didn't think that we were going to wake up one day and half of the Demi was just going to be gone like that. There was no final call. There was no, hey, we're never ever coming out with NR1 again. There were rumors a year or so ago that NR1 and NV+1 would come out in larger pans, not the small ones, but the larger ones. I've put in a question on that to see if that is indeed the case, but so far they're being very vague. You know that this R5 is my favorite blush in the world because it looks like your skin. It doesn't look like anything sitting on top of the skin. But now we're gonna have to go to Dahlia. It's not the same. It's just not. Dahlia is not the same as R5, but we're gonna have to make it work. So here's what I wanna say. I have tried, I've told you, and I've told people in email, don't worry, I will figure out how to make NR1 from what we currently have. I'll figure it out. Well, I don't know if you can see this, all these little, you see all those little swatches? It almost looks like bruises all over my arm. I took a shower and I put on body cream, and as I was putting on body cream, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's all still there. I really tried to recreate an R1. And I suspected that Aspen mixed with some Demi could be the ticket. And some of you have even said, oh, I'm just using Aspen. Aspen doesn't work alone. There is a reason I would roll my eyes when you would come to me and say, well, my artist told me to use mango or aspen as a color corrector. No, it's not the same as Demi. First of all, it doesn't have the wax. The wax in the Demi creates a skin-like finish. It's not the same with the 3D. So I even did a test this morning. I did a swatch of aspen right here, and then right next to it, I did NR1, and I let it sit for a while. And what I would see is you could see the aspen, you could see it. So then I mixed the aspen with a little bit of R01, right? Because neutral NR1 means neutral red. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll put a little pink in it. Or then I tried a little Y01, and then I tried O1, and then I tried O7, and then I tried R7, and you name it. I swatched aspen with every single Demi we had, and I couldn't quite get it. Not quite. But what I noticed is as I moved around, the aspen left a dark swatch, and the NR1 just disappeared right into the skin, even in close-up magnification mirror. And so it can't be replicated. The closest I came was taking a tiny bit of aspen with a tiny bit of O3 and mixing them together, and kind of almost, but you have to mix them together. If you put one on and then the other, what it did is it left 2 layers of makeup on, and it made all my crepiness look worse. Trust me, I've been trying. I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'll come up with a recipe. And I've come to the conclusion that nothing can replace NR1. So if you are a huge NR1 fan, or if you're new here and you're like, well, dang it, I want to try NR1, you know the best way? Email Seint. ask@seintofficial.com. ask@seintofficial.com. And what you're going to do is you're going to say, please bring back NR1, because there's nothing like it. Nothing. And I've tried. Even if I came close, even if I was in 90%, the finish was different because it had aspen in it. Aspen is a 3D. It is not the same as Demi. By the way, we changed the name to color or cream correctors. They're now called cream correctors because a couple people said, hey, I don't see Demi on the website. And I went to the website to see what they were talking about, and they're now called cream correctors, which I like that name. I do. I like the name cream correctors. It says everything you need to know. They're creams. They're mostly wax, but they're creams, and they color correct. But if your artist put you in mango to color correct, it bleeds through. I've tried it. I've tried it on me. I've tried it on my sister. I've tried it on other clients. It bleeds through. If you try aspen under makeup, it bleeds through. And it also adds just another layer. So let's stop pretending like 3D can color correct. It's the whole reason we have Demi. The whole reason we have Demi is because it's a true color corrector. I'm sorry that so many Seint artists aren't comfortable using it and selling it. That doesn't change the truth. The truth is they color correct, and the fact that they're more waxy than the 3D is more creamy, the Demi's more waxy, that's what made it beautiful. That's why I gravitated to Le Maquillage Pro out of France, is because it was wax-based. It's called Fard Cream. It's a wax-based cream that color corrected, and they use it on a ton of productions in Europe. It's a beautiful foundation. There's lots of color correctors, but it was very problematic to buy a French product here in America. And after I started to learn Demi and 3D, I realized this was not only better quality, in my opinion, better, but so it was so easy to color match and sell to you. The French one's not. It was very problematic for those of us in America. I mean, I don't know. Do I have to private label my own makeup someday so that I can have what I want? I feel like every time I fall in love with something, it gets discontinued. Do any of you feel that way? And listen, I trademarked my name, remember? There's a reason I trademarked my name. Okay, so there we go. There is the beautiful, I just did candlelit all over. Let's see how it looks close up. I love our 3D. I do. I absolutely love our 3D, but 3D is not a color corrector. Okay. I have flakes all over my face because I did a mandelic peel. Okay, it looks really good. I did manually exfoliate in the shower today because I saw a lot of flakes starting. But this looks really good, and I'm going to do my little trick of a little bit of Aquaphor. By the way, I've tried different balms. Okay, I've tried K-Beauty balms. I've tried Tatcha balm. There was another balm that I bought from Ulta. Nothing comes close to Aquaphor. You're going to see a lot of people selling balms. There's even a K-Beauty MLM balm going around, and everyone's selling that. It is not even close to this. This is thick and occlusive. If you put a thin layer under your eye and let it just sit there for a minute, I like to do it here too. You can even, after a few minutes, go in and lift off any excess. But when I have done one eye with all the different balms in the world and then Aquaphor, there is a distinct difference. This is thicker and diffuses and fills in all the nooks and crannies, and the others don't. And this is like, what, $8? Stop wasting your money. There's nothing better than Aquaphor. I've used it every single day since, what, April or May, and I don't have a single milia in sight. Okay, so I am going to go in with a little bit of my 03. I'm not going to use NR1 because that's not fair, but I really think that everyone needs to get busy. And they already have the formula. It's not like they have to go reinvent the wheel. It's not like we're missing an ingredient and we can't get it because of supply chain. I don't know why they did away with it. It was one of my #1 products that I recommended for mature women, and it's the one I got the most positive feedback on. Everyone loves NR1. So all I have to say is, let's be dutiful little soldiers, and we're going to let Seint that it's not okay that they did away with our NR1. We want it back. There's really no reason other than I can't imagine low SKU numbers, because let me tell you, I sell a lot of NR1 because I know it works. Another thing I love NR1 for is, in my opinion, it works better on red around the nose than the YO1. It just does. It works better on red. I don't know what else to tell you. It's the best. So we're going to have to get busy. If I have to email once a week until they say, Michelle, stop emailing us, I'm going to email once a week, okay? I also want to show you Dahlia. Oh, here's our new, look how beautiful this is. This is our Over the Rainbow new palettes. They are so beautiful. They are green with like this little teeny twinkle star. And let's use the tiniest bit of Dahlia, okay? The tiniest bit, let's see. It's not gonna be the same as R5, but it is darn pretty. Dahlia is darn pretty. I don't know if it stays on as well as R5 because it doesn't have that wax in it that the Demi has, but that's okay. Sometimes we have to adapt, right? I could maybe live without R5. I loved R5. I have a bunch of it as backup too. I love R5. But this Dahlia is very, very pretty. Very pretty. Okay. There's Dahlia. And then another thing I like to do is, remember, we can always take a little bit of the foundation on our brush and go around it. to soften it. I feel like I need a little bit more right here. Okay, pretty. Now, we're gonna use the setting spray. The Fixate setting spray. What this is meant to do is melt all your makeup together to your skin and melt the powder and everything, but I'm not doing powder yet. I like to do setting spray before powder so that we don't make a pasty mess. This has aloe vera, coconut water, niacinamide. Niacinamide is not only good for many different skin issues, it can help reduce pigmentation over time. It's great for rosacea. It's great for acne. Niacinamide's great, unless you're allergic to it. Not many people are though, okay? So I'm gonna hold it way back here. Yeah, it makes you quite wet. It makes you quite wet, so that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm back. I put a little bit of, I don't know, Dream or Bubba, something. I put something really light in my crease. This is a new shadow we got called Oz. It was for those of us who went to, see how it's like a aqua, but then there's a gold in there. I'm gonna do the tiniest bit. It's so cute. It seriously is so cute. Look at that. It's adorable. It's adorable. And you know, I don't like it on the whole eyelid. I like shimmers just kind of in the middle so that you can see it as you move around, but it's not super duper obvious and built up and crepey looking. Okay, so that's the new Oz. Really cute. I'm wearing real natural makeup today. I'm not even doing bronzer. What? Nope, I'm not doing bronzer. Okay, so you saw the prep spray, you saw the setting spray. Let's see how we look close up. Looks darn good. Looks darn good. Okay, this is one thing I'm most excited about, and then I'm going to move on quickly to hair products because I just used our new shampoo. We came out with a brand new powder, and it is called Feather Blot Blur Setting Powder. And when this Seint artist named Kim, I was hanging out with Kim and Sarah and Katie, and we were sitting outside, and Kim quickly put the Feather Light powder on, and instantly it looked like hourglass. It is so pretty. Now it is it's a weightless powder, so to me, it's more invisible than Vanilla Dust. Vanilla Dust, I could always see it, but once it warmed up to skin, it was nice. I just didn't find myself turning to Vanilla Dust a lot unless I traveled, and then I loved having a flat powder. But this will be my powder for life. This is called, it's got silicones to blur. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I thought silicones are bad. No. We always say silicone primers can maybe not always look pretty with Seint, or it can make Seint slide off your face, but silicone in powder is actually blurring, and it soaks up oil. Trust me, when we're in the makeup trailers on TV and film, we're using a lot of silicone. It looks beautiful on high def. It absorbs oil. It gives a beautiful sheen to the skin. So here, I'm just going to take a little bit. And you know what? This is not a good brush. You know why? It has Givenchy powder all over it. Okay, here we go. We're going to use this little brush, the little wash brush. I'm going to pick it up. And I'm going to do half my face. Remember, I always like to powder where I have pores. I don't powder my whole face. I powder where I have pores. I'm going to do that right here in the middle though. Okay. And it just gives this like glow, this like diffused blurring glow. And I'm going to do hourglass on this side because I want you to see it. But when I say I'm looking in the mirror, I don't see it. It is gone. Whereas vanilla dusting powder, I could kind of see it for a little while until it warmed up to the skin. Not bashing vanilla dusting powder. I just felt like it was a very simple, elementary powder. Whereas this is a sophisticated powder. and it really blurs and it gives this like glow without looking like it has, there's no shimmer. Looking close up, you don't see shimmer, you don't see pearl, you don't see sparkle, but there's a glow, and that's how I knew it was like Hourglass. So here is Hourglass, and these palettes I think retail for $100. Of course, you can buy single powders with Hourglass, but most people don't. They buy the palettes. And let me see if I can find a little powder. Okay, so let's do this. This is a little powder brush. And I'm going to take this like ivory powder here, and I'm going to go, do you see we got shine? I'm going to go right there. I'm gonna go over here. Okay. Where's my other? Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more of the Seint powder here, just to keep my hair. I can't stand when hair sticks to my skin. Although it's not really sticking to my skin right now, so that's good. And then this powder we're gonna do over here. Okay, let me look close up because this is the first time I've done a side-by-side comparison. Let me see. Oh gosh, I have flakes. I have flakes on my skin from my Mandelic peel, so that doesn't count. So okay, so let me see. I'm looking. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. Okay, so ours blurs more. You see still a little more shine here, and over here I'm blurred. Ours blurs more and it's more invisible. I'm kind of shocked, because Hourglass is like one of the prettiest powders in the makeup community. Okay, well, you saw it here. That's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, stock up on Featherlight. It is absolutely beautiful. In fact, I bought another one because I'm gonna put them side by side so that I have a bigger area to pick up. You know, sometimes I like this big, huge fat brush, and I like to do this on the outsides of my face. So I bought two. I'm gonna buy more too because I want some for travel and some to use together, okay? It's stunning. It's a winner. It's gonna be one of our top sellers at Seint. It is that beautiful. Okay. By the way, I have a new mascara on today by Swede. They sent this to me. It is their Cloud. It's won awards, and it's quite pretty. It really is. It's quite pretty. Okay. I want to talk hair because I finally used the Cloud Cleansing Cream. And my hair smells freaking amazing, but not in a synthetic, strong, burn your nose. It's really clean. Here it is. Look at this. It's the size of my head. 33 ounces. Cloud Cleansing Cream. I just used it this morning in the shower, and I was really hoping it would be a lot like New Wash that I've used for a couple years now. Maybe 3 years. I've used this off and on. This is expensive, and it doesn't suds up. So this is kind of a shampoo and conditioner in one. It's not like a cheap men's product where, you know, you're putting everything in a one product for men to be fast. And it's not like that. This is so cool because this has gentle cleansing ingredients. It has lipids, so it's going to make your hair beautiful and hydrated. Botanical oils. It's safe for color treated hair. I'm color treated, obviously. And it's safe for extensions. This is not a sudsy American shampoo. You're going to pump it into your hands and you're going to go all over your scalp first. If you have one of those cool little spiky scalp massagers for the shower, I use that to kind of really get it in there. This, to me, does not feel tingly. Kara says she feels a tingle. I don't feel a tingle, but it had a cooling effect. And then what I do is after I let it sit on my scalp for a few minutes, and it's going to take several pumps. That's why this is so big, because it's going to take more. You're going to use a bigger amount to cleanse your hair than you would with shampoo and conditioner, because this doesn't suds up. Then I take a pump and I really massage it into all my ends. And then I take another pump and I massage it into all my midsection. And then you rinse it out. I keep this in the shower. So as I'm rinsing it out, I'm combing out any tangles, but I forgot to put this in the shower today. So I wasn't sure if this would comb out. It combed out like a dream. It like butter. It just went right through it. I love this. It's bendy, so it doesn't pull your hair. And I like that you can keep it in the shower, and it's got these so that it dries off in an instant. It's so fast and easy. So this, I just blow dried it right before I started this video, and it feels exactly like this. And what does this feel like? Soft, luminous child hair. Okay, if you have a child or a grandchild and you just love how just soft and luminous their hair is, that's how this kind of a cleansing system feels, because it's not building up your hair with all of these different types of ingredients. It's cleansing your hair naturally. And then because of the botanicals and lipids, it's leaving a beautiful, soft sheen to the hair without feeling like you're coated. Like you will never need a clarifying shampoo to get this out, because this is not going to build up. This is like truly cleansing your hair, and it's your shampoo and conditioner in one. So you can stop buying all shampoo. I love this. I'm so excited about this because this is my last bottle. You can see I'm like halfway through. So I am so excited about this, and this smells magnitudes better than the new wash. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. And then something I've been doing, we have a new hair gloss, Heavenly Hair Gloss. It hydrates, it smooths, it protects, it has a heat protectant. It's silicone based. But what I like to do at night is I've been brushing my hair with our new paddle brush. What? I know. Who's this? I could go days without brushing my hair. But this just feels so luxurious, and it makes me feel like, you know, anytime you watch like movies or Downton Abbey, or, you know, someone mentioned like Samantha from Bewitched, and she'd sit there every night and, you know, brush her hair out. Brushing's so good because it moves your oils from your scalp down your hair, and then it takes out any shampoo or any mousse or anything you have built, any products you have built in. It's almost like it removes it. So when you wake up in the morning, your hair feels kind of like you just washed it. And I'm like, wow. And by combing and using this, I'm buying myself more time. Like I can actually wait till almost day 5 before I have to wash it again, but I'm not an oily girl. So I like 1 to 2 pumps at night, but I have a lot of hair. Okay. So if you have less hair, 1 pump only. Oh, it smells earthy and herbaceous, and it's just such a nice smell. And then what I'll do is I'll just put it in my ends. I just put it in my ends. You know, I just kind of do like any dry little ends or pieces. If anything's left on my fingers, I might go up into the crown a little bit, but it just, I literally wake up every morning and I feel like I had just washed my hair, even if I'm on day 2, 3, 4. So highly recommend this system at night, and you're gonna feel so luxurious going to bed at night doing that. It's such a nice little ritual I'm really enjoying right now. Okay, so that is everything. Of course, you know, we love, love, love Diamonds Are Forever. A lot of you have been ordering this. I mean, what can I say? I'm just the hugest fan. Let's put it on right now. I am loving this. You know what I'm not loving? I'm going to show you in a minute. I am not loving these things that I got suckered into buying from Ulta Beauty. peel off lip liner stain. My daughter and I both tried it, and it made us look like we had bruised lips. It literally looked like we went and got lip filler, and we were left with bruised lips. Not cute. I got 3 colors, and all 3 are very ugly, and I'm super disappointed because these were like, I don't know, $11 or $12 each. I got screwed. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. So if you see people doing that, don't fall for it. You know who it looks good on? Young women with plump lip filler. Everything looks good on young women with plump lip filler. And then we're like, ooh, we want to look like that, so we buy it. And then what happens? We're like, oh, well, that was a disappointment. Except not. Diamonds are forever. It's the most beautiful lip balm. Okay. There you go. I hope that helps. Leave any questions and comments. You're always open to email me, michellespieler@gmail.com. I will put my new loyalty link in this video today. So if you are attached to another artist, but you want to shop through me, I always have a loyalty link for you. A lot of people are still switching over to me, though. You know what I noticed? I don't fully understand this whole new system, this whole new affiliate system. I got to be honest, because I've had a couple people try to order through me because I did a new color match. They're like, okay, it's October. We want loyalty points. We want Michelle to do our color match. She knows what she's talking about. And then they'll come back to me, thank goodness, and say, hey, I'm trying to order everything you suggested in the color match, and there's another artist at the top of my shopping cart. I don't know this artist. And it's like, well, probably the artist they signed up with left Seint, and so Seint just assigned you someone else in that upline or downline, even though all teams are gone now. So this has been happening more times than I can count, is someone coming to me saying, hey, I don't see your name in my shopping cart. And that's the whole point of the new loyalty links, is you're supposed to be able to shop with anyone you want. So people are still switching over to me. They're still emailing ask@saintofficial.com, and they're saying switch me over to Michelle, and fortunately customer service is doing that, and I appreciate it, because people know if they want to be my customer, if they want me to troubleshoot, if they want me to do free color matches down the line because I already know who they are, if they want that personal attention, they have to be my personal client. You know, I'm not going to troubleshoot for you if you've never shopped with me before. You know, go to your artist for that. So that's been a problem. I'm not going to lie. It's been a problem. And so some of you might just need to switch over to me or see if the loyalty link works. But did we see this last week? I showed you this last week. It's a new brush. I don't know when we're coming out with it, but look, boom, eye brush, boom, a little eye brush or concealer brush, and you can travel with it. So this is super cool for travel. And then we have this beautiful flat kit for palettes, for brushes, for travel. And then it opens up. So if you travel, you've got this nice little tray of makeup. When this is coming out, no clue, because they haven't told us, but I am real excited about that. That is an awesome new product that they sent me. So hopefully it comes out soon, maybe for a holiday. All right, everyone, thank you for being here, and thank you for your loyalty. Appreciate it so much. You can always request a free color match. I always put the link, and it'll take you to my color match form. And let's get you started on new, proper, mature skin technique, okay? And all of these products launch on October 10th. So what's today? Today the 7th or 8th? Anyway, it'll be after this video, but at least you saw it here. You saw it here first, and the powder is just absolutely stunning. It's all a home run, but this powder, it's stunning, okay? Thank you for being here. I love you. Pray for Florida. If any of you are watching and you're in Florida, just know I'm praying nonstop around the clock for you. And don't be shy of how we can jump in and help you after the storm clears, because there's going to be so much destruction. Oh, Lord Jesus, watch over Florida and all of my friends. In Jesus' name, amen. See you next time.